Hello, 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 I'm the PaintedDog and welcome back to another episode of our City Skylines Vanilla Let's Play series. I hope you're having a lovely day. My day is actually quite good, thanks. Now, I've been sitting here for a while, looking at the sightseeing bus stations, or buses leaving, and the shopping district with all tourists and shoppers. And I made a couple of changes here. The first thing you'll see is I added in this small one-way road for the sightseeing buses because this one is glitched. But this bus is just standing there, it says boarding, but nothing happens. So I had to move this line here because that one is glitched. And I also added in a couple of residential buildings to fill up mostly this area. You take a look there. Placed in some high density buildings. We do have a bit of demand still, so we can add that in as well. And I filled in spaces where I think they add in more buildings. The same on this side. I can actually zone on this, but I don't really want to. Yeah, let's just do it. Same with this side. I might moan about the trams, but we'll see. And what I also did was I extended this small nature reserve to this side. I can actually include this entire area here if I want to. And I placed in a small side gate here. I think with that in mind, let's extend this, shall we? And see what we can do with this. Here's a lookout tower right there. That's great. I like adding in all those things. First things first, let's snake a road down here if we can. Take this up a bit because I want to cross the tram. Still a bit low, so we can work with that. But yeah, we need to get across this. Okay, our first nature reserve is now leveled up a little bit. That's great. I love it. Going to add a line right there. And if possible, I'm going to try and preserve boulders and such. I think that will be the responsible thing to do. I won't be able to sneak one in there, but I can go around this. Oh, I won't be able to go through there. I can sneak one in here. That's a bit of wonky bridge, but hey, it gives interest in the area. I like having interesting places in here. And this one we can have a small bridge heading off in that direction, just get some access in this area. I think that will look quite nice. Small roundabout there. And now we need to cross this river. Or this piece of river, yeah. Just something like that. We can always add in more interesting roads going around here. Don't really want too much of those weird bridge crossings. Add in something like that. Yeah, I think that will work quite well. And I think let's add in. I hate it when it does that. 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 I hate it when it do And I hate it when something like that happens. Now this area is glitched and I can't really do... Okay, there you go. Just wanted to say I can't really do a lot about that. But I lied. But don't worry, this entire episode won't be me trying to get all this in. Because as you can see, and if you haven't come to this conclusion yet, I want to try and get as high a population this episode as I possibly can. We are going along quite at a steady pace, but it's a bit slow. We want to get airport in and all that, so we need to step this up quite a bit, so we can try and get things done this episode. I'm gonna add in a couple of observation decks, not desks, decks, where we can. Now we can't build on water, but that would have been nice, eh? One in there, and one in there. Just small things, you know, to add a bit of interest in the area. Fishing cabins, definitely. If you don't know this, I'm quite an avid fisherman at times. I just saw now that that thing got a bit wonky there. We can try and sort that out now. Would love to get a cabin in here somewhere. Yeah, that will do. Now let's have a quick peek here. This road got a bit destroyed. We can change that up. Get that added in again. Even if it's wonky like that, that's fine. So now we've got a bit of interest in this park. Dale National Park. We have lots of entertainment, we just need visitors. That's great. Let me just orient ourselves again. Now this is a level 4 park, which is great. We unlocked a couple of things. We need more entertainment. And guests. But since we are busy with this, we might as well add a couple of buildings in here. I almost didn't pay attention and I added in this camping site and I demolished that. That would have been bad. Couple of fishing cabins. And let's add a bit of road for them as well, shall we? Okay, that's close enough for it, so great. Let's take a quick peek if it entertainment. It's still not where we needed to upgrade, but we can add a couple more buildings in here. No worries. Let's add a hunting cabin in there. One in there. And might as well go for a larger one. Here and there. Okay, that boosted us, so that's fine. So let's take a quick peek at our traffic. It's still good at 90. Just a lot of vehicle traffic. No traffic standing still that I can spot anyway. Just busy. Busy, busy, busy. The same over here. We expected this to get a bit busy, but that's fine. That's fine. So you can see we have a large or a high demand for residential. And we have this big plot of land right here. I can actually extend this bit out here, but I think for now we can min-max it later on. For now, let's just add in a couple more roads. And I like placing in the bicycle lanes because I like to have people riding around with on bicycles in our city. I actually quite like that. Now, if possible, I would like to conform to this grid structure. Not entirely, but it would be great if we can get this to link up and look as though it's concentric lines to some extent. But I think we might be a bit too close. Yeah, I don't love that. We won't add in another one onto that road, but for this area, I think that would be fine. Let's add in another batch. So if you don't know it already, if you want to get it as close to concentric as possible, just add in the same amount of distance, or same distance from your initial one as you did. What did I say there? I went 11 units, so just go 11 units again, and then basically just hook everything up again. Then you get a better curve at the end of the day. You see, something like that. I'm not gonna go too fussy. Cities aren't built to those stringent details or those stringent lines. It's built on basically on what will work in the area. So if it's not exact spacing, that's fine. It will still work. Now, I don't want these roads going through there. I want roads going through there, but not so close to one another. Because I don't really want people to have to go to extreme, or I don't want people to queue in extremely long lines because, or queues, because it's just a couple of ways to get into and out of a city. I don't like that. Yeah, something like that will do. Can add in additional trees and rocks in there. I think that will look quite, well, I'll really enjoy it. Now this road I'm going to cut off a bit, if possible. There and there. That's fine. Just a small area like that. Because I don't really want it to connect, but I want to get as close as possible so we can maximize the zoning. Now here we can get a way into this area. A bit of larger spacing there, but that would be fine. I don't really want people using this to cut through, that's the thing. Don't want them to use that to cut through this area. But the rest we can do quite a bit of zoning in here. And it's not the best looking district or area, but that will do. I'm gonna leave that a larger area. Now we need the water pipes to extend a bit further. What I was going to forget, eh? But yeah, we're going to add just a rough working around here, a rough sketch of our water system. I'll always change it up later, but I don't want to keep you sitting here and having to watch me do this. But if I don't do it, people will say I forgot. So I actually have to show it now. Otherwise, they will be perde. That's a weird saying in Afrikaans. Basically, there will be horses. I know, it's strange. But yeah, I'm just gonna add in that small patch there. And then we can add in some... I don't really want zone off of that. But we can zone these into sections here. Don't know why I like creating these pockets in the intersections, but I love it. Don't know why, but I just do. I need to get this hooked up to the power grid. Don't know where or how, but we need to. Just gonna do something like that for now. Just so we can get some zoning and don't have it de-zone. And now some pathways. Don't know if it's already, I like my pathways in the city. Because I don't really want people to drive if I can avoid it. That's not really a big thing here. Most of our cities and towns don't really have that great pedestrian access, or we don't really cater for pedestrians, that's the word. But in this city, we definitely will. More pedestrians, less traffic. I can actually turn this on again, but as you saw, it was giving me a bit of difficulty, like it's going to do now, because it's a lot of curves. Curved roads, and then it doesn't want to play nice. I'm going to cut through there, and you know what, I'm going to cut through here as well. Not a lot of access or pedestrian crossings on this side, but that's okay. We can make do with what we got. So things are starting to slow down a bit with this city, but I'm still loving it. I think I don't know why I love playing this game so much, but I just do. I'm not the best at it, as you all know. Every time I play this game, I tell myself I'm going to go a bit... I'm going to be better at beautifying the city, and I really try it. But at times I just get a bit lost in everything, and when I don't do it, and I feel bad because I really like looking at it afterwards. If I do a bit, I really love it. Yeah, I really love creating cities. That's the thing, I always loved simulation type games. But I came to the realization a couple of years ago that I can't really play a true sandbox thing because I get bored easily with it. I don't know why. I wasn't like that always, but yeah, that's a quite recent thing that I noticed. So that's why I like setting myself goals in these games. And I believe a lot of people will be like that. It's not a unique thing. But it's actually quite a bit sad. And now let's create a couple of pockets of commercial. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go because these trains are going to be quite loud. But at all these intersections, I want to create a bit of commercial. I'm not going to zone in the inside zone here, because that's part of a beautification. I think that would look quite nice. And we definitely need a pedestrian crossing here. Just be bad if we don't have one there. It'd be a shame. And now I think we can add in this area here. And now I'm just gonna go to a stool again. As I said, I don't really want too much of this, but we do need commercial in the districts, because we don't want people to be walking too far to get anywhere and get their shopping and get everything. Don't really want to do just high density, but that will help us to get to our goal of I would say if we can get to 24,000, that would be great, but hey, we aren't really moving along at a great pace. It might be a bit of a stretch, but hey, we can dream, can't we? Come on, need a bit of zoning, just a little bit. Get this bit connected up. I don't really want... Hey, there you go. They have all these power lines crisscrossing the area. That would be great if that can expand a bit, extend over to there. So I'm going to need some utility buildings. You know what? I'm going to delete this and get the larger hospital buildings in where possible. Might be a bit of a stretch. I think for this area it will be a bit difficult. Yeah, let's just leave it at these small buildings and see if we can get work around those. We definitely need police stations. We don't want criminals to run amok. And schools, I don't really... Yeah, let's place in a couple of elementary schools or primary schools as it's known here. And what the heck, just add in a couple of high schools as well. We need educated cims. We always need educated cims. That's fine. Electricity, our water supply is a bit low. Let's just take a quick peek at our, not the wind, our pollution levels. So we will have to be looking at this, move this area if we can, but for now, hopefully these two aren't too, especially this one, it's not too close to the polluted area. But our water is now great. Sewage treatment is a bit iffy, but that's fine. We have entertainment there. Just need the visitors. I want to go along as fast as possible to let our population grow because I want to add in the airport. I think that would be quite great. I added in an intercity bus station as well. Hopefully that will work. Traffic's a bit worse now. I don't know why they slow down here. Oh, for traffic crossing in front of them. But it's still not bad. It's 87% to 86%, so it's still fine. Not too worried about that. Traffic's backing up here a bit, but it's just high traffic areas, not really traffic standing still. Same with over there. As our population grows, this will definitely worsen a bit, but hopefully we can, next time we're gonna buy this tile. I've decided now, just now, I'm gonna buy this tile so we can have another highway connection here. So we can alleviate some of the traffic stress on this side, because our traffic's now taking a nosedive a bit. Because of people coming from here, they want to join the highway there. And from this side as well. So I think that will help quite a bit if we can get this tile purchased and get another connection to this highway around here. I think that would be great. Let's take a quick peek at this area. See, the traffic's still moving, that's the thing. A lot of traffic, yes. But the traffic's moving. Here traffic's standing still. No, not really. Backing up, but the traffic's moving. Traffic's back up to 86%. We just need to keep an eye on this. I don't want it to become an issue. And see, you are parked. I don't really like parked vehicles there, but hey. Sometimes you just have to make do with what you've got. But let's quickly put our day-night cycle on and have a quick peek at our city as it turns to night. Looks quite lovely. I love this. Looks like a nice canal going through here. Need to do a bit of rework there. I keep on forgetting about that. And our nature reserve. Are people using this? That's the thing. Using this bit to get there. I don't see any pedestrians. Oh, there you go. That's quite lovely. Same on this side. We are using it. Great. Actually delete this road. They only use okay, that's a bit cheaty and cheeky, but actually delete this road, so they have to use that. Because now they are crossing here, I believe. I don't know, it doesn't look like it. Yeah. They can cross there, definitely. I should probably delete this bit of road, but I like it. I like having all of this movement in the city. It's starting to turn dark. I don't want to jinx anything, but I should probably add in a bit of, you know, disaster management buildings, now that I think about it. Let's have a quick peek at this train. Let's follow it only for a little bit. Slow this down a bit. And now it's heading off in another direction. But our city actually looks quite lovely from here. And I hope you enjoyed this episode. It was a bit on a boring side, granted. But we did get a bit done in our new suburb here. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the next one. Cheerio!